Hello my friends, it's a wonderful morning in Central Florida, nice and warm and 70 or so degrees. I got my professional outfit on, shorts, flip-flops, long sleeve, safety goggles, and we're gonna do a little project. And here it is, Project Nuclear Tetanus. I got this cabinet for $10, this thing I found by the dumpster next to my gym for free, and I got this cabinet for $10 more, so we're gonna move the Vault Boy out the way. I'll show you what I'm dealing with here, and we'll see if we can do something with it. Alright, voila. Magnificence. These are the drawers that came from there. As you can see, everything is perfectly janky. I got this cabinet over here. Magnificent. Some looks like a bong. These things open. This isn't attached, it just sits there and it looks like some kind of foam exploded over there. But it all works and it matches my Craftsman toolbox over there. So I think we can do something with that in the Fallout theme. So I'm thinking Brotherhood of Steel, Vault Tec in blue, and then I think this one will be the Red Rocket or Nuka-Cola. I'm still not sure which one I'll keep. This one is 18 inches deep. This one is, let's see what we got over here. It's exactly 2 foot deep. Go the back a bit. So the back is a bit rougher and then the bottoms are really rough. And this guy has its thin old knocked in, so we'll see how it goes. Definitely the worst part, but I tried to use this scraper thing or whatever this is called, and it cleans it up pretty well. So I'm just gonna do some of this as much as I kind of care. I don't know how well I want to do this, just simply because I don't want to waste too much time prepping these, because then it just becomes not cost effective if I spend 2 weeks redoing this where I could have just bought a cabinet for like 300 bucks. So let's just see what happens here. Real brilliant. I took everything apart but the drawers, and I should have done the drawers first, but I watched some YouTube video, got a piece of blade from my whatever hacksaw I think it's called, bent it slightly at the end, and so now I can go like here, stick it in, it just slides past it. So this side is off, and then we come back. This is where I'm at with this guy. Looks actually quite good. I took apart all the shelves and stuff there. So I don't break it. And then inside, actually, now that I look at it, it's not too bad. I just gotta vacuum it, but it's in good shape. Other than the roof is a little dented in, but I think it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I want to cut a piece of plywood out, put it on casters so I can easily move it around, and then before I do that, I'm gonna measure it, throw it on the table, and spray some of that rust reformer stuff so we can start, because I don't want to put anything under the bottom until it's at least sprayed. It's 2 layers of plywood in there just for support, and then when I was trying to screw it in, I put one of these at the bottom to kind of level it out, and it's about even distance from the top, and then just screw it in. 4 screws on each corner. And so now you gotta see, like, we need to stick the wheel out slightly past this. I don't want it too much, something like this. And so we need to figure out kind of the distance from the backside and put a spacer in there. I cut out 3 of the 3/4 inch plywood spacers because I don't want to go to the store and buy wood, and I have way too much of this stuff laying around. For this cabinet is complete. This is what I wanted to do. So let's see. Rolls easy. Stable, good enough. Put these on. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the tripod after I tighten this, and I'm gonna put this down, hopefully not kill myself. Nice weather out. Might jump in the pool. It's warm enough today. We'll see what's temperature. But this has been on for 45 minutes. It's running at what, 350? I don't have my towel, but just use my. Alright, so the burgers are cooking themselves nicely. I sanded them down somewhat and degreased them, sprayed with water, let them dry, sanded down some more. This is about as good as I'm gonna worry about it, and then we'll start painting. The toolbox, I decided I'm not gonna do anything with the toolbox because my worry is that it'll be just too much color and too cartoony. So once I put the Brotherhood of Steel cabinet in there, I can always kind of take it apart, pull it up, and then spray it Nuka-Cola or something. But these two cabinets will definitely do and refinish, so let's see. This Rust-Oleum black metallic hammered paint, which I'm quite excited about because I've been looking for that for a while. I use a lot of metallic paints. However, I think it's oil based, so I just painted it on this piece of wood and it's really cool texture. I do dig it. So I'm gonna paint this cabinet and that because it'll be very fitting for the Brotherhood of Steel. This whole cabinet is either gonna be blue or red. I haven't decided yet, but I have a whole tub of this chalkboard Rust-Oleum, so I'm gonna, and it's kind of crappy, so I'm gonna go ahead and just roll the inside and outside, probably inside and outside of that and inside of this and that chalkboard paint because it's pretty durable, and then mess with the other paint after the fact. Really weird paint. I don't know if camera will pick it up, but it does something I've never seen before, where when you try to roll it, like it's almost like looks like, yeah, there you go. It's like ghostly flames almost, you know, like it's a weird kind of stuff. I think it's just the texture coming off, but it's like a lot of it comes out. It's just weird, and then it falls all over the floor. So you can, I think, yeah, you can see it right there. It's almost like melted cheese. It smells disgusting. So I don't know what to do with it. Usually cut it with the blade, but let's try to see if we can jigsaw it for my Vault Tec sign. So I was testing the chalkboard over here, showing my wife how this cabinet would work if we want to doodle. So we're like very American way. We did the bigly goals, but we need a bonus one because I forgot to videotape this. So let's go ahead and add to the list. Consideration, I think I'm gonna go with the red shadow. I was thinking of blue, but I think red will be better. Alright, so they're finished as well as I want to finish them. I'm going to take this Vault Boy out of the way real quick because it just fell from the wind, and then we're going to go ahead and see what's what. So this one was a little plain by itself, so somebody in one of the woodworking, I think woodworking beginners group, recommended these Sharpies that are oil-based markers, and so I went ahead and traced around it, and I think it added a little bit more. And the reason I went with the red and silver, I mean my Montero is black and red, the Infinity is all red, my bicycle, wherever that is, it's all kind of black, and red and so forth. So this way silver matches the fridge and it'll sit right there. I'll show you once I'm done. Decided to leave the toolbox alone for now. Not probably gonna mess with it. I'm still reorganizing and the cabinet is empty, so I gotta move some of this stuff in there. Drop this off. But I'm thinking maybe, that's Vault Tec, that's not it. Maybe we should do a why so serious on it. Because I think this will be just the right size and it'll be a good reminder not to be so serious, and I think this will be the perfect size. So more than likely we'll do that over here. So we'll leave it sitting here. But anyways, back to the cabinet. So the chalkboard works. I was just doodling. I'm not much into goal settings, but goals actually stress me out and doesn't really work. I'm more of a process guy. But I needed something to doodle on the side, so I figure I'll doodle it. There's the tank. This side came out great. I don't know if the doors weren't shut or something, but the left side is all blurry and the right side is like perfect. So I don't know what happened here. I'm almost tempted to brush over it, but this will sit in a kind of a random room, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. The inside I just painted with the same color as my house. Figure exterior paint will be durable enough, and again, this cabinet won't see much use. Forgot about this door, but I haven't painted the shelves yet and I need to touch up a couple of spots where I was trying to spray with my bed liner spray, which didn't work. This one I'll leave alone for now, because inside I'm gonna build a kind of an inner cabinet out of wood, just because I don't have any of these shelves. I probably can buy them, but I don't know where. And so I have one, so I'll have it like this height, and then here I'll build some kind of a cubbies. And that's about it. They're not too nice, they're a little janky, but kind of for what I need, for a cabinet it won't be too much use. I think these are perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and finish tomorrow, when I'm gonna, because I gotta paint the shelves that sit way over there. So we're gonna finish this, paint that, and that'll be a standalone video. I'm still thinking of decorating a little bit here actually. Maybe just cut out like ad Victorium either for here, or run it on the side. I'd put it on the other side because this will be against the fridge and you'll never see it, but the other one might be cool. Maybe like a welcome home at the bottom, the same font like as the banner, but all that's kind of bonus material later. For now these will work, and that was a pretty fun $20 project other than some paint that I spent. So this is how it looks sitting in the corner. I put it on these little pucks. You see me paint on these all the time. These were from Rogue Fitness weight stackers that I have at my gym, and since I have casters, these came in and I've just had them extra probably for the last 7 years or so. So they sit on the bottom perfectly, and so this way the cabinet is, there's a slight degree of lean forward, but it pushes it back just enough. I might add a little bit of a like a washer at the bottom here or something like that, but I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't move, and so now we just gotta fill it up with all this stuff. And then we got ourselves, this is not the speaker, we got subwoofer for the Montero, subwoofer from the Russian hard bus. Pretty exciting, can't wait to put it in. And this is the sound deadening mat called Kill Mat. Sounds badass. It's time for cider. Deposit my bottle cap into my bottle cap collection. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm holding on to them. And then let's go check on the food. Oh yeah. So we'll move some around. It's all done. These are beef ribs. I cooked them in a crock pot for about 3 hours, 4 hours, and then now they're just finishing up smoking. This is for like later on, although I think it's cooked. I'm just gonna crisp up the skin here. There you go, and we'll finish up the sausage. And these are sweet potatoes, salad still, some carrots. Well, the project turned out okay. It's Friday, full of pollen, so we're gonna have ourselves a cider and start the weekend.